Hello, my name is IvexSHD, but you could call me Fraser, and welcome to a different type of video. I wanted to do this video because it's different from the videos that I usually do. It may not interest some of you, especially if you're not into this type of thing, but I wanted to see how it went, so leave a comment down below if you liked this type of video. So basically, a couple of days ago, I upgraded my computer for the best of it. Because my old computer, well, it still kind of is my old computer, but the upgrades on it, my old computer fan and my fan in the power box was dying. From about December 2013, the fans on my computer were making this horrible noise, and it was so bad that there was no way to stop it. Well, there was, but it was in a very computer harming way. I had to smack the fans until they stopped making a noise. And now, 4 months on, my computer was beginning to cut out whilst I was in the middle of things. My power box had just had enough of me smacking the back of it, that it just decided to completely cut out in the middle of the worst possible times. And the only way to stop this was to replace it. So I did, and as well as replacing the power box, I replaced my computer case, because in the summer, my computer hits a whopping 42 degrees, which is absolutely terrible for a computer, because that could melt all the things inside of it and just make it go. I was meaning to replace my computer case last summer, but I was too lazy. The cooling system just wasn't doing its job. It was terrible. So, new power supply, new case, time to move everything from the old case into the new one. This is my old computer case. As much as I love it because of its awesome design, except for a little bit on the side, it had a little grid and a little funky swirl over the fan. It wasn't good, that bit, anyway. Even though I love the funky design, I had to get rid of it. Now, the one thing that the shop person said, the person that we bought the new case and power supply from, he said to take a picture of pretty much everything as you went along, so you knew where to put the cables back in, you knew where to put all the new things in, and I've got to admit, it was a very good idea. So we did it. So at first I just took a picture of the whole thing all together, just in case we didn't take a picture of some specific things, and it all managed to go wrong somehow. And as you can see in this picture, some of the fans were completely covered in dust, and I knew that wasn't the problem, because there was two specific fans on the outside. It was the outer fans, not the inner fans. It was those fans that were making the noises, and they didn't have any dust on them whatsoever. As an extra precaution to making sure that the cables go back in the right place, other than the ones from the power box of course, we labelled each of the ends of the cables. So that's pictures and labelling. Nothing could really go wrong, couldn't it? Of course nothing went wrong, we were very lucky. So this is the new case that we are moving it into. Yeah, this looks very boring because the outer bits aren't on cable. So we took pictures of where every single cable went, noted it down, as well as sticking labels on it of course. And then we put those labels next to the appropriate slots. For example, this cable, the SATA 3G_2, went into the DVD slot, so we knew where we could put it when we move it into the new case. And similarly, _4 went into the hard drive. Stupidly, I didn't back up my hard drive just in case something went wrong. Luckily enough, it did. Now almost everything was taken out except from the motherboard. And, of course, the power box, but we're not going to be taking it out anyway, we've got a new one. More cables! I'm also very glad that I took this picture because some of the cables were upside down, so the text was facing down, but the specific HD audio one was facing up, so the text was facing up, of course. If I didn't take this photo, we probably would have put it in the wrong way, damaged the motherboard and completely cried. Also, the colours of wires helps us to distinguish which cable we should put in from the new power box. And these are all the cables. Some of them we didn't know what they did, but we put them in anyway, and it worked. I'm kidding, in all seriousness, we skillfully identified them and we put them in that way. Now everything was inside the new case. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That was a very terrible attempt at whooping. It sounded whooping what? Not sure why I went high pitched there. Sounded a bit like a dog. So everything was inside the new case and most of it was wired up. Last thing we needed to do was clean it up, because nobody likes a mess, am I right? So after putting everything in the case and 2 hours of our time, the end result was this, a very sexy looking computer, and I'm so happy with how it turned out, because it's got blue LEDs and it matches the colour scheme of the shelf it's sitting on. Black and white, yay! So it's goodbye to my old empty computer case. This lasted me almost 2.5 years and I'm very shocked that it lasted that long considering it had barely any upgrades other than the graphics card, but that wouldn't really affect its lifespan. So all of this has led up to this and I'm really happy with the new case. It looks awesome and the new fans are silent and it's really cool in there. If you want to pick up a case looking like this, the links to Amazon page or whatever is in the description below, and that's the same with the power supply. So that was a little ramble through all about my new case, my new power supply, and installing everything. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment below saying how you thought this was, and if you didn't enjoy it, please leave improvement suggestions down below, because obviously this was an experiment and I'd love to hear your feedback. Normal gameplays will continue as usual in 3 days time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on my next video. Goodbye!